So it would appear that the lefties are counting on the California deserters to rescue their failed policies by infecting other states. As Timothy Egan of the New York Times says, oh, California diaspora may turn the tables on Trump. Yeah, by destroying the rest of the country with the failed policies that have been injected into California. President Donald Trump clearly hates the most populous state in the country he governs, does he? I wonder what evidence you have of that. While trashing California with his gutter mouth, is that really necessary? Bill Clinton had a potty mouth and they never mentioned it. It's just a personal dig. Surprise that coming out of the New York Times. The president has used his office to physically trash the home of nearly 1 in 8 Americans. He did? The president has used his office to physically trash the home in nearly 1 of 8 Americans. I'm guessing that's a metaphor because the trash was already there. He didn't put it there. Seeking to make its air more polluted. Do you believe that? Do you really believe that Trump is sitting in the White House going, I need to make some more rules to create more polluted air in California. Oh, and let's make its water less clean. Yeah, that's his goal. Timothy Egan believes, and he states right here, uses his office to physically trash. No, physically isn't a metaphor. To physically trash the homes of 1 in 8 Americans. How? Seeking to make its air more polluted. How? What rule has he passed that says we want more pollution? Or that the water is less clean? Or its forest more vulnerable to catastrophic fires? Oh no, California has done its own fine job of making the forest more vulnerable to catastrophic fires by not using controlled burns and clearing and all of that stuff. No, California did that all on its own. Same thing with the water and everything. You know, the whole idea of the United States is that each state can govern its own way with the big boss of the feds overlooking it. So Timothy Egan wants to point the finger at any negative thing happening and blame that on Trump, while all of the laws and directives done by California to itself is like, oh, no, that was Trump's fault. What? Isn't that convenient? But now the Golden State is poised to strike back. Not really. By moving presidential primary from June to March 3rd, California will finally exert a political influence commensurate to its size. Boom, boom, boom. Almost 500 delegates, a fourth of the number needed to win Democratic nominations, are at stake. Yeah, and so far it's looking like it's going to all go to Bernie. I wonder how he feels about that. Perhaps more consequential, or at least overlooked, is what's happening among the vast diaspora. Remembering that diaspora means people who left. Of more than 7.3 million people who have left, bailed, deserted, got the frick out of California since 2007. They appear to be changing the political makeup of the states they moved to, poisoning them and destroying them with the rot of Californication. It says, perhaps enough to alter the electoral college map in favor of Democrats. Yeah, I don't think so. With nearly 40 million people, California is still gaining population, barely, just barely. It's in the thousands now. It's no longer in the millions. It's in the thousands. But stratospheric home prices, thank you, California voters, and unbearable rental costs, thank you, California voters, have created a reverse grapes of wrath, forcing those who are not rich to flee the state to much lower cost of living. Yes, all of their ridiculous votes that have come to destroy the free market in California, yeah, it forced them to leave. And now they want to take that Californication and do it to the other states? The question is, are they bringing California's sick values, fierce defensive environment? That would be why all the fires. Okay? Checkbox. That's the reason for the fires. Tolerance of immigrants. No. Tolerance of illegal immigrants. Everybody's tolerant of immigrants. It's the illegal immigrants. And a multiracial society. Insistence on universal health care. Checkbox. No money. All the money's going on the illegal aliens. And it isn't universal health care. It's only the illegal aliens get free health care in the state. Thank you very much. With them. Yes, poison the other states. It could be just a demographic churn. But if you look at the changing politics of Nevada and Colorado and Arizona and fast-growing states packed with new arrivals from California, the ones who deserted it, the answer is yes, Texas may not be far behind. It would be wise, and I can't say I invented this idea, but I'm going to pass it on. It would be very wise if when these people get to the new states, that the first thing they do is they're greeted by people who say, welcome to our state. Here's why you left. Please don't do this to our state because you came here for the freedoms that it offers. Freedoms from high taxes, freedom from insane rents, freedom from all of these things. Don't bring with you the failed policies that created this situation in the first place. That's how they should be greeted, and that's how it should be treated. But right now, the left is counting on their poison to spread the bad apple phenomenon,